walk out of your front door and you see an elaborate design carved into your lawn. Imagine. Well, it happened to our next guest. Not once, not twice, 80 times. And instead of his lawn, it wasn't his lawn, those were carved into his crops. They are called crop circles. There have been over 10,000 sightings of crop circles. So far, no one knows how they appear, or do they? Tim came all the way from England to New York to be with us today. Tell me about your crop circles. I'm so fascinated, I'm asking, since I live on a farm, I'm asking him all these questions about crop circles.
Well, the first one, the first pictogram as it was called, up until 1990, circles had appeared in farmers' fields. But July 1990, this pictogram appeared. I happened to be going up to an agricultural show up in the centre of England. I farmed down in the south. And I looked down, as we were driving up the hill, I looked down into my field and saw that there was a whole load of flattened wheat. And, but I could tell that it was in the shape of something. There you have it there. Yeah, I mean...
Well, if I saw that on my field, I'd just about pass out. What did you think? I mean, I really would. What did you think?
Well, I didn't know what to think. I made a phone call to the National Farmers Union because I remember seeing a circular letter come around that if anything appears on your farm, could you let us know and we'll pass it on to this chap who's very interested in them, called Colin Andrews.
Oh, it's you, Colin, is it? What am I looking at, Colin?
Well, you're looking at two pictograms. This is a new word now in the English dictionary. These are shapes formed in cereal crops. We have 10,500 of them worldwide. They peak at about 15 reports every day. I've actually many excellent photographs, I think,
are they all
to show you.
By the way, here with Tim is this engineer who's devoted 18 years to studying this crop circular phenomenon. Have you found an answer, Colin?
Not an answer, but I really do think we are getting closer. This is a very intricate design, very close to Tim's land, as 95% of the total reports worldwide are occurring within a 40-mile radius of Stonehenge itself.
90% are near Stonehenge in England. Well, why aren't they a hoax? How do you know?
Well, some are. There is no question that some are. I've been looking at it for nearly 20 years.
How do you know a hoax from a non-hoax?
Okay, well, it begins where here is a hoax.
That's a hoax.
That's a hoax.
How do you know it looks like a football?
Well, first of all, it's not only lacking preciseness in its geometry, but at ground level the plants are broken, the soil is compressed, it's powdered. There are no changes in the cellular level of the plants. But with the real ones, and I think we have some, I'm sure we do,
all right,
to show you, this is a pattern of...
that's not a crop.
That is a crop.
That was my crop of wheat. Yeah.
That's your crop of wheat?
That appeared overnight. It covers an area of 600, nearly 700,000 square feet.
As a practical farmer, you can't understand how anything as big as that can be done in the because it always happens during the summer, between May and August, when the crop has got to a certain height. And obviously the hours of darkness during the summer months, you don't get many hours of darkness. And for those to appear in the short time that they do...
You couldn't clip it. Your crop isn't long enough to clip to see...
No, they're never cut. When you go into one of these things, it's
they're
just
not cut.
No, it's just been laid down. And the weird thing is, if people didn't come in and trample on them to visit them, if you left them, they would start growing back up, because we did find one tiny little circle on the farm that no one knew about, so no one had gone into it. And that one actually did start growing back up again. So
did everyone in town run to your farm and ruin?
Well,
I mean,
the one
they would ruin my hay, they'd ruin the barley.
That first one in 1990, there was just so many visitors. We had over 10,000 people come and visit.
All right, Colin, what is this?
This is important to say that I've investigated for a special select group at the United Nations. I've interviewed people who have seen these patterns form, and every one of them, and this is nearly 50 people worldwide, have seen these form between 10 and 15 seconds. Every single one.
They form that quickly, so somebody cutting grass couldn't possibly cut that quickly. So does it have something to do with the UFO?
We have filmed objects. We don't understand what these are.
Wait, let's see some of them.
This one is over Tim's land again. You see the object at the back, the sphere that's been seen by many people in this area. This is a military helicopter a British Army helicopter who had, just moments before this, attempted to move us out of this field. We were here researching a crop circle in Tim's field when 2 British Army helicopters that appear every time we have these objects. British military are there within minutes. And we captured this on film moments after they tried to get us out the field. That's been analysed many times over. It's about 18 inches in diameter. It's reflecting sunlight. And we've seen them many times in and around this area. So what I believe we're looking at is we're looking at a society who lives in an extremely important time. And what we're looking at are effectively clues, information that is fed into our consciousness, which gives us the choices as to our direction. But the information that is coming out of this, I think, will hopefully lead us into having more, first of all, more respect for our planet. I know it leaps and bounds I'm going in my conversation, but we have a great deal of science that supports this. This is a matter of us changing our direction on this planet. This is what this is about.
Now, that's one I have not heard. The reason for it, we don't know how they got there, but the reason is we need to change our direction in this planet. If you are interested, by the way, in learning more about crop circles, because we can't obviously do it all in this short time, Colin's book is called Circular Evidence, and the CD is called Cosmic Artist. And what you do is log on to our website, sallyjr.com, for more information.